Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of MTGA. And we got artifacts and enchantments with Azorius. Now this mostly goes for Alela, Artful Provocateur, there's benefits to Shinechaser, and all that glitters. And of course, Dance of the Manse really helps. So going with the deck list, witching well, it's Artifact, Scry 2, and gives you some card draw. Stonecoil Serpent, which can be played for any amount of mana and gives a pretty good creature. And then it gets a bit weird, I guess. Renowned Weaponsmith goes with Vial of Dragonfire. He can pull out the vial at any point. And I was running 4 Weaponsmiths and 4 Dragonfires, but it just became a really clunky deck, and that's 8 cards. It took up way too much space. All that glitters is part of your win condition. Getting the +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment is incredibly amazing in this deck. Golden Egg is 2 mana, draw a card. It comes back with Dance of the Manse. You can sacrifice it, so Dance of the Manse really helps with that. And when you have Ugin on the board, which I'll get to, you pretty much 0 mana, draw a card. Dance of the Manse is more of a late game card for anyone who doesn't know. If you for a certain amount of mana and then you add 2, you can return up to how much mana you spent X to bring back artifacts and or non-aura enchantment cards with mana cost X or less from the graveyard to your battlefield. If X is 6 or more, there are also 4/4 creatures in addition to their other types. What that pretty much means most games is that if we have 8 mana, we can cast this and we bring back up to 6 artifacts or enchantments. That isn't all that glitters, because I believe that's the only enchantment aura. So this is also part of our win condition. It gives a lot of value. If you bring back the golden eggs, they each draw you a card. Stonecoil Serpents will have 4/4s on them. Vial of Dragonfire can be sacrificed, and we'll get through the rest of it. So Shinechaser benefits +1/+1 for each. Well, for if you have an artifact, and if you have enchantment, another +1/+1. So you can get 1/1, 2/2, or 3/3 with Flying and Vigilance, which is really strong. Shambling Suit's a 1 of. This was mostly with cards I had, and then I crafted some Alelas because I just think Alela's a very fun card. But it has power to equal number of artifacts and enchantments, and we're running a lot of those, so this will help a lot. Prison Realm is enchantment. It can disable any target. I believe it's, yeah, any non-land, correct? No, just creature, planeswalker. I was originally running Law Mage's Binding, but that's an aura, so that doesn't actually benefit the Dance of the Manse. And Prison Realm also lets us scry. There's actually a lot of scry with the Prison Realms and the Witching Wills. Mirrormade can copy any artifact and or enchantment. And Saheeli Sublime Artificer can cause any artifact to become another artifact or another creature. And you can actually combo this, so like if you have an Arcanist Owl, you can then turn it, one of those servos she creates, into an Arcanist Owl, and then you can even Mirrormade the Arcanist Owl. I guess you could do that before, but it works more with Shinechaser. Then every time you play an artifact enchantment, I guess also when Ugin, but any non-creature, you're able to create a extra artifact, which helps a lot with your all that glitters and things of that nature. Arcanist Owl, you're running Azorius for the most part. Well, Azorius lands for the most part. I'll get to the lands in a bit. And it lets you get an artifact enchantment from your deck, top 4 cards of your library, into your hand. It's also flying through 3. It feels good to play. It's a very good card. It counts as an artifact because it's an artifact creature, and so it works real well with the deck. Alela, the Artful Provocateur, is a very strong card. So for 4 mana, it's the reason why we're running some black cards, some black lands, and it will give your other creature to flying +1/+0, so that benefits your Shinechaser, Arcanist Owls, and the fairies you creates. And speaking of the fairies, when you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, it creates a blue fairy creature token. I don't believe it combos with Dance of the Manse turning the artifacts enchantments, but it does create one for Dance the Manse itself. And obviously, when you're casting these many artifacts enchantments, well, it helps a lot. Fire. It also has Death Touch and Lifelink, so the Lifelink is especially useful if you give it the All That Glitters buff, which makes it really strong, and then you get a bunch of health back. Firemind Vessel is going to give you some extra mana, and that helps casting your Dance of the Manse, and it also helps casting your Ugins. I originally had 3 Ugins, I moved down to 2, and now I have 1. You probably don't even really need an Ugin, but it's just nice to have. And Ugin is, full disclosure, my favorite Planeswalker. The first Planeswalker I ever opened in a pack, actually. And now we have the land. So mostly Azorius, kind of makes sense with that. And then 2 Fabled Passages. I was, even before I put in the black lands, because I wasn't running Alela to begin with. But before I put in the black lands, I was still running Fabled Passage. Now, since I have 2 swamps in there, I have that in. The swamps are to cast the Alela. So I have 2 swamps, and then so it's Azorius with a splash of black, really. And there's some sideboards that I only use to edit my deck, since this isn't in best of 3s. But these are some other cards you could use if you wanted. And yeah, so we're going to be playing this now. So let's just get all up in there. It's a very fun deck. I like it a whole lot. High Dragon Lord. I wonder if they're playing with the Dragon King card. Okay, so we got Witching Well on 1. And I'll keep it. It's not great, but it's something. Okay, well, we don't want Dance of the Manse. In Dragonfire, I'll keep it. I like Dragonfire on 2 sometimes. Rakdos. Okay, so this could actually be pretty good. So we're just going to play 2 Dragonfire. I'm not expecting to have to play anything on turn 3. I'm hoping to just draw a land, really, so that we can play the Arcanist Owl. Question mark? Okay, so, yeah, so we can play Arcanist Owl. I'm just gonna sack the Ebon. I don't want it to get to the point where they can buff the Ebon Legion of the Dragonfire. So we're playing 4 colors artifacts? Question mark? Oh, I guess they could just be playing 3 colors. Okay, well, we're just gonna play our Arcanist Owl. What do we get off the top? Nothing! Oh god, that hurts. Big oof. Big oops. What are we playing now? Oh, and now they're gonna equip it? No. So this is like... Green doesn't... green does have some knights. And here... we're gonna sacrifice this to draw 2 cards. Okay. I'm gonna play this so that we can take a swamp out just in case we get an Alela. It thins a deck more than if we play plains. So, what could you possibly be playing? I mean, I'm just gonna do this now. Okay, so don't need the Hallowed Fountain at all. The Shinechaser is nice. And here, I guess we just play the plains. And we can either sacrifice this to draw, or we can play the Fire Mine. We don't really get anything either. I'm just going to play the Fire Mine. That was an accidental oops. I should be saying oops about the oops, but I don't want to make a scene like we're BMing High Dragon Lord. They're the High Dragon Lord. Not like the lowly Dragon Lord either. Okay, so 4-3 now. That was weird. They're not gonna even hold it up. Just gonna gain a bunch of life. I mean, alright, so here's the thing. If we play 3, yeah, we still have enough to Wishing Well for sure. So I'm just gonna... Nice. So that would do that. Can't even play... We're just gonna get the extra... I guess we'll get plains out, just in case. It's a bit more flexible. The swamp just gives us the ability to... cast the Alelas, but I'm only gonna draw 1 Alela. Okay, so here... I'm gonna assume this was just a bunch of random cards. I don't know why you'd play Risen Reef in a black, like it's elemental or... Okay. They're not sacking the Fabled Passage. Oh, no. I always get Risen Reef's effect mixed up with the Omnath. Oh, there's the Alela. That's what we wanted to see. So we're gonna Alela, and then we're gonna Mirrormade. There we go. And now we're in a pretty good position. Tomebound Lich. Good old looting effects. They didn't want the gingerbread cabin. This is so weird. I don't understand why. I mean, Murderous Rider's not that good, and then... Like, the reason if you want to be playing in an elemental deck, but then you have the Steelclaw Lance, which is only good in a night deck, and you wouldn't have elementals with knights. I guess. I mean, I guess this is just play. This isn't ranked, but... Okay. Alright, that makes sense then. I mean, I hit them with that for sure. And then... that trays into these guys. I guess I can hit them with 1, because... Yeah, alright. So if you attack the Tomebound Lich, I can block with those 2. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we could draw a Dance to the Manse, we have... Pretty sure that's 8 lands, real quick. 4, 8, yeah, and then we have even 10 mana to play the Fire Mine. Oh, I didn't count that. I'll just get this Lich mixed up with the other Lich, the... Oh gosh, what's his name? The Golgari, I believe, and then every time, like, you can sacrifice a card to give it indestructible. I mean... Okay. I'm cool with this. So I really hope we don't draw land. There's a lot of, oh, there's a fair amount of lands. I think, although I think there's only 24, which, oh, that's good. Got a free fairy, and because we can draw into the Stonecoil, I guess, but I feel like the extra 1/1 on the Stonecoil isn't really worth it. I'd rather draw something useful. And then here I think I'm just gonna attack into this. I'm okay if that attacks. Whatever. Yeah, we didn't need to sack all of these three into that guy. So we're just gonna do this. Dealing 3 damage doesn't really matter that much to us. We're gonna get a free draw. Get another fairy out. Oh my god, this is dirty. I don't think we draw the Golden Knight. Do we want another Alela? There's a chance they draw removal, but even if they draw removal, I was Stonecoil Serpent as the threat, so it doesn't really need to happen like that. Man, I feel bad for High Dragonlord. They're probably just doing fun little whatever cool cards they could put together deck, which, they've also made a lot of mistakes, but I mean, at the end of the day, they... Oh, that's why they didn't sacrifice because he has his own land. Mana. On the other hand, you can also just sack it to get another land to thin out your deck, so you don't have dead draws. Alright, just gonna draw that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, sure, why not? This is my 10/10. It has trample. Now, this game's pretty much over at this point. They could... Did we just win? Could we have just won there? No, we would have dealt 10. So, yeah, they'd be down to 5. So that was just a good game, I think. Oh? What's the Lich and okay. They could have just brought, but they could have brought back the Lich to kill the Stonecoil. I don't. Okay. I'm down. Yeah, I think even without the Stonecoil, we had lethal. Oh, we didn't have lethal. We were 1 off. But yeah, that's the deck. I say that as if that's going to be the only game. Let's play 1, maybe 2 more. I got feedback that generally people like the shorter videos. So, we're going to try keeping it short. J Pro. Alright, finally a pro. Alright, what is this? God. I don't think I keep this. I mean, there's a 3 mana. This feels so slow, though. I should have kept that. Just gonna scry that. Why not? Gain 1 life. It's something. So depending on how fast their opening is, alright, I'm okay with this. So we just need 1 more mana and then come on, J Pro. Are you playing Golos? J Pro. What a silly Billy. We don't really have any other play. kind of all we got. So this gets +1 just by default, and then +2. Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay with this. Alright. So they have, okay, gateway. Ooh. Wait, what? Yo, there we go. That's top tier. That's a top tier deck. We beat the. This is officially the best. We have to end it there, right? This is the best deck in Standard. It beat Field of the Dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow, that's so good. Alright, well, thanks. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to see y'all next time, and it means a lot that you sticked around this far. Peace out.